Welcome to our tutorial on reordering inventory parts in ESC. We'll begin this tutorial by learning how to restock your warehouses. Every inventory item in ESC has a minimum and maximum quantity field. These can be found in the inventory entry screen under the Quantity Location tab. If you have multiple warehouses, then you'll want to set the minimum and maximum quantity for each. This tab also allows you to set an aisle and bin where the item is being stored within each particular warehouse. These two fields are not required, but can definitely come in handy if you have a large warehouse or storeroom. Now that ESC knows how much you want to keep in stock, it can tell you what needs to be ordered. If you simply wish to view this information, select Warehouse Reorder Report, which is found in the Inventory Reports menu. This report will tell you what your minimum and maximum quantities are and give you a list of all items that are below the minimum quantity. To initiate the ordering process, select the Reorder Parts screen from your Vendors menu. This screen will populate with a list of inventory items whose current quantities are below the minimum quantity you have set for that item. Here you will see the part number, its description, and the warehouse that is running low on this item. Next, you'll see the quantity that you have in that particular warehouse in the Warehouse Quantity field. The Total Quantity field will show you how many of that item you have in all of your warehouses. The field that is labeled simply Quantity will show you the minimum amount that needs to be ordered. You can overwrite this field if you wish to order a different amount than is recommended by ESC. The amount that is automatically filled in here is the difference between the max quantity for this item and the amount you have in stock. It also takes into account any amount of this item that has already been added to other purchase orders that simply has not yet been received. This ensures that you don't accidentally end up with an overabundance of inventory. Next is the Vendor field. If this item has a preferred vendor assigned to it, that vendor will automatically populate in the Vendor field. This too can be overwritten if you would rather order that item from a different vendor. The Browse button will open the Vendor tab from the Inventory Entry screen so that you can view this item's order history and vendor information. This allows you to compare prices from all of the vendors this part has been ordered from. Next to the Browse button, you'll see the PO field. The PO field will give you a drop-down list of all open purchase orders for the selected vendor. Add New will also be an option in this list in case you don't want to add the item to a pre-existing purchase order or if there isn't one already created. If you choose an open purchase order from this list, you'll be able to click the View button to view the purchase order before adding the item to it. Once you have all necessary information filled in, click Create All to generate a purchase order for each individual vendor chosen on this screen. If you click Create and Edit, you'll be asked to choose which vendor you want to create a purchase order for. Then a purchase order will open for you to review and will have the vendor information filled in as well as the parts being ordered. It is also possible to order a batch of items needed for a specific project. This can be handled from the Quote screen, the Dispatch Entry screen, or from an invoice. Let's say a customer has just accepted a quote you provided them for a large project, and you need to order parts. If you're in the Quote screen, you can go to Activities menu and select Order Parts. This will bring you right to the Order Parts screen where you can generate one or more purchase orders. You can also opt to create a dispatch right from the quote. Just go to Activities, Create Dispatch. This will allow you to carry the inventory items on the quote to the Part tab of the dispatch. From here, the procedure to order parts is the same. Simply go to the Activities menu of the Dispatch Entry screen and select Order Parts. You'll also be able to find the Order Parts option in the Activities menu of the Sales Invoicing screen. Being able to order parts when and where you need them is just another way that ESC makes managing your inventory fast and easy.